Hello and thank you for joining me for another video beer review then. Here we go then. We have here Paulaner, the Oktoberfest beer. Yes, one of the originals I believe for Oktoberfest. Obviously we're currently in recording in the year of which is 2020. So if you look at this in the future, it's going to be probably a year that's well, it will be a year that goes down in history for all the wrong reasons, of course. But anyway, I've never reviewed a Oktoberfest beer on the channel, which is really quite cool. So this year I thought, do you know what, I want to try these for myself, so I'm just going to put them up on the channel, do a review of them. So Paulaner, a brewery that needs no introduction really, but yeah, I don't know if the labels to these beers are the same every year or they change or what, I don't know. But anyway, this is a 500ml bottle. I recently purchased this one on Beer Merchants. They kindly threw in a few bits and hats, not no bats, but yeah. So Paulaner, established in 1634, brewed in accordance with the Bavarian purity law of 1516. Specialty beer, ingredients: water, malted barley and hops. Best before, not that it matters because it's going to be drunk now because it's not been out that long. Doesn't matter. What does it say anyway, out of curiosity? See below. Yeah, I can't work out that itching on there, but yeah. So 500ml bottle. It's got the old kind of brewery name on the kind of lower neck of the bottle, which is really cool. Traditionally, what you drink this out of, it'll be properly a proper Stein. This isn't a Stein, of course. This is one of the kind of mini ones you get. But this was kindly put in the box by Beer Merchants along with the hat, and I wasn't expecting them two things. That's really nice of you. Thank you very much. So let's crack this open then. So Festbier. You know what? I don't think I've ever had any of these Oktoberfest beers. I may have done, you know, years ago, but yeah, I'll just show you the crown. I've had a few Paulaners in the last few weeks, maybe a month. Bit of smoke, not you can see because I put it against a white background, so that was clever. So yeah, we're not actually going to use this glass because you can't really see much through the glass and all that sort of thing. So just showing you that there. I'm going to use just a straight up pint glass. So here we go. Paulaner label out. Let's try and generate a bit of a head to the beer, as is tradition. Shouldn't really, because I mean I need to get an aroma, but I'm getting aromas already. It smells pretty interesting. So beer in a glass. It's a 2-finger frothy white head. It's kind of what I wanted really. Crystal clear through the beer. Kind of a nice kind of straw colour. Gentle carbonation running up through the beer. So yeah. Let's give it a swirl and a sniff then. Wow, beautiful aroma. It's got a lovely kind of malt, white pepper, a bit of spice. Very clean almost. Strong kind of, is it barley they said is it? Yeah, malted barley. It's got a slight twang to it. It smells really nice though, and the head's dissipated quite quickly, down to a finger ahead now, so we lost half of that. Just going to pour the rest of the beer. There's only a little bit in there. So yeah, I've been really buzzing about, as I've said in other German beer reviews, Paulaner, of course, out of Munich, in the south, Bavaria. Been really interested and questioning why I've not had all of these kind of classic beers, although this is a seasonal beer, of course. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm a bit thirsty, so anyway, cheers. Prost. The beer just absolutely crushes any kind of thirst you've got. It's one of the things I'm thirsty. I got into the review actually wanting something to drink, and it's hitting the spot. It really, really is. Now that is fantastic, and it's not hitting the sides, the mouth, not the glass. It's leaving a nice bit of lace in there. Look at that. It's just oozing with quality. And this is one of the reasons I've started to drink a few more lagers, that kind of thing, Helles beers. This year with the weather, it's been hot in patches, and I've been drinking lots of lager just to, because I feel for me that they've really they get to you first quicker rather than hoppy beers, but that's just me. And now the weather's cooled down a little bit. It's still a bit warm day to day, but cooler at night. I'm still drinking the lagers, which is could be quite interesting going forward, because I'm more excited about traditional stuff these days. I still like the hype stuff now and again, but not quite everything that comes out. But going back to something like this, it's just brilliant. I love it. Oh. That is absolutely cracking. That really is nice. So what am I getting? I'm getting there's a nice sweetness to it, but not crazy. Just nice sweetness. There's a little bit of toffee sweetness in there. There's a little bit of spice. Just tingles the palate a little bit. It's very clean. It's ultra refreshing. Just an absolute joy. The water quality that I'm picking out on this is just, it's very smooth. That kind of goes with very clean. Just an absolute crushable beer. Just an absolute joy. Really is nice. Is there any other information here? Yeah, so I found a little bit of information. I will put a lot more information down below. All the brewery details will be down below, as well as other German beers. Nearly said the wrong word there, wrong country. They're a little bit to the northwest. But so one of the original Oktoberfest beers, and also one of the most loved. Paulaner Oktoberfest is rich, full-bodied amber lager with notes of caramel, cracker, lemon and soft green grass. That's what there's a commercial description saying here. I am getting a slight kind of oily, I suppose it is, it's kind of that kind of grass clippings, oily grass clippings kind of deal. It's very slick. But on from that, yeah, I was getting a little bit of toffee, and I'm saying it's caramel, whatever. Cracker, yeah, a little bit of kind of white pepper spice in there as well, just kind of sprinkled around. What I'm trying to find more information. This seasonal classic is a brilliant fridge filler throughout September and October, and is generally brewed within the city limits using water from the well that must be used for a beer to be served at Oktoberfest in Munich. Of course, this year it's not happening on a ultra massive scale like every year. It is, I think there is some kind of health. There is a little festival going on, but it's very, very limited. I actually saw that today. We're actually reviewing this on the 19th of September of 2020, which I believe is the day that it originally would have started. I think it was the first day would have been today, Saturday the 19th of September. So I thought it's fitting to actually record the review on that day. By the time you see it, it'll be obviously past, but I hope to get this review out fairly sharpish, and I've got a whole host of other beers that will be coming up on the channel over the coming weeks, so really looking forward to them. But yeah, back to this beer then. They've got several beers that I've never tried before. I've never tried this one, so this is the Oktoberfest beer. They do a Märzen, I believe, version of their Oktoberfest, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I don't think it could be around. We'll have to wait and have a look. Yeah, oh, the lemony notes in that, when you swirl it around, and you get more of that crackery kind of vibe. Toffee, caramel, beautiful, beautiful stuff. It's just sinking it. Just absolutely. No wonder they come in these big steins. It's so Moorish. You can get in trouble with this as well. 6% ABV as well. I didn't even say that. So yeah, 6%. I believe the Märzen is, or the Marzen. Some people call it Marzen, Märzen, whatever. 5.8 that is. So yeah, this is a 6%. Yeah. Not getting any hint of that either on the palate or on the aroma. I could drink a lot of that. I could drink a lot of that. One day, I mean, Oktoberfest, would I go? It's a very kind of touristy thing, and it'd be loads of people. I'd love to go, but there's a few things that I think would put me off. And I'd probably end up going where the locals go and having one of their beers where the locals go, rather than in the massive, great big marquee tents and all that kind of thing. I'd probably head to the bars away from that personally, and it's probably on a little bit cheaper as well. Not just because of that, but I just want the whole experience, you know, being the locals and that kind of thing. Be interesting to try and speak some German. I probably won't get very far. I'll be able to order a beer, and that'll probably be about it. But you know, what can I say? I'm English, I guess. So yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? Anyway, I'm waffling on here. But yeah, what a cracking beer. So my first Oktoberfest, or Festbier, or whatever you want to call it. In terms of a rating for me on this one, then I think it's just absolutely cracking. I'll give this an 8.5 out of 10, so it's a 4.25 on the Untapped scale. Let's get this beer up on Untapped then and see what they got to say about it. So this has had obviously a lot of check-ins. Then it's 83,526 total check-ins. Then 2,946 in the last 30 days. It's had just over 63,000 bar 25 ratings of this beer then, and it's coming in at 3.54, which is, you know, which is a bit low, I think, but then you obviously have to realise the amount of people that are checking this in. Some people aren't into lagers, that kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, it's a great beer in my eyes. I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm excited to try these things. But yeah, lovely bottle, lovely presentation. The first Oktoberfest beer then, reviewed and done. One more sip. Okay, Look at that, I've drunk half of it already. Pretty cool. Anyway, let me know if you've had this before or any of the others. I will be probably reviewing most of them except for the Augustina Oktoberfest. I haven't seen that anywhere in the UK this past month or so, online or anywhere. And even looking on Untapped, there's no, everyone, like most people, it's even in the States or it's generally around Munich, sort of in the south of Germany there. So anyway, thanks for watching then. If you want a bit more information about kind of German beers and a bit more in depth into the brewery and stuff like that, I recommend watching Rampant Lion Beer Reviews. Do a search for his channel and look out for some of his German beers. Also Peter the Clueless Drinker, get on his channel and then look through some of the German beers he's had there. Great resources, and you know, very good friends of mine, so please do check them out. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to clear off. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon. Cheers.